My teachers, my doctors, my parole officers, everybody. If you have a hard time saying my name, just call me Captain D. Ever say Captain D?
Captain D.
There you go, a little bit better. If you have any questions about the river, Riverwalk, City of San Antonio, feel free to ask. I know everything. If I don't know something, I'll just make something up or know the difference. Sound good? Yeah. Now, if you're going to mention a feasible safety guidelines, everybody pay attention. If you're next to the rails, please keep everything inside the rails at all times. Even on top of the railing, we'll take a past the rails. Second of all, there's no standing. Please remain seated at all times. And third of all, there's no smoking, no smoking. If I see smoke, I'm going to assume you're on fire and throw you in the river to put you out. Alright? So no smoking. Now, what about left? This area, my left is called La Vita. That is a little village. There's Johnny Niosa, the rest from Tuesday to Friday. Just ready to get in. He's a night in San Antonio. We're going to be going to the Artisan River Theater in Johnny Niosa. So we're going to be quiet. Let's check it out.
No, we haven't been there.
Okay, then thank you very much. That was El Torito from the state of Tamaulipas. And everything is over our beautiful city because it's the front for a bow, please. All right, now we'll have some cowboys up to the front for a bow. Ready, gentlemen? And...
As I said, that was the Artisan River Theater we went through. That theater was actually named after Ed P. Artisan. He was the chief engineer of the Works Progress Administration. They're the ones who built this Riverwalk. He passed away before the Riverwalk was completed, so they named that theater after him. The architect, the man who designed the Riverwalk, was Robert H. Huckman, who we call the father of the Riverwalk. He basically designed all the surroundings along the river. Sidewalks, stairs, benches, railings, so on and so on. But he did not design the river, though. Anybody know why?
Man-made.
No.
It's already flown through there.
What's that?
It was already there.
That's right, the river was already here. It's not man-made, it's natural. You are on the original flow of the river. It has a mud-soaked sandy bottom. Only just about 4 feet deep. 4 feet deep. So in case you fall in, what do? Stand up. Stand up and walk out. That's right. I am not going to jump in and ask you, okay? And the coast guard does mandate we have life jackets in the boat. I do. So then if we fall in, you really want a life jacket, just walk back to the boat and I'll hand you one. I'll make life down. I'll get you out of the minute. Over to my right, you can see this iron metal sculpture on the right there. That's called Father Mass in its table. It was donated in San Antonio in 1991 to commemorate the first Catholic Mass on this river on June 13, 1691. A lot of locals call that Marriage Island. They have about 5 marriages there a week. They say it's good luck to get married there. And my brother's been married there 3 times already. What a lucky man. Now this segment right here, the bridge is at, this is the old mill cross. Back in the 1800s, settlers bring the horses and wagons through this part of the river, not above it, but through the river. They did it for a lot of reasons. Cool off the horses, let them drink some water, wash buggies. But one of the main reasons why they did it was for the wagon wheels. I know wagon wheels made out of wood, surrounded by a metal frame. What the water would do is expand the wood and tighten up against the metal frame, making it for a softer, smoother ride. Pretty smart. Now coming up, you're going to look straight ahead, past the bridge. That red building over there with the beehive steeple to the right, that is the Bexar County Courthouse. So the oldest active courthouse here in Texas. Dating back to 1896. What we call a Big Rig. Now if you look up to the left, this is common up here to the left. That is a Tower Life building. Now the Tower Life building opened up in 1929. Was originally called the Smith and Young Tower. If you look at the very top on the corners of that building, you will see some gargoyles sticking out to the corners of the building. Everybody see them? Yeah. Okay, now we see the gargoyles. This time we're going to look all the way down. Faces. just below the second floor window, right above the tree line. Your faces right there is another wall. Those are called grotesque faces. Also part of the Gothic features that's been displayed. They also go all around the building. Smith and Young were very superstitious. They believed the Gothic features ward off evil spirits and bad business. But what happened the year 1929 in U.S. history when they opened up for business? Stock market crash, that's right. They lost that building months after they opened it due to bankruptcy. Oh well, so much for the Gargo insurance, huh? Over to my right is the International Center building. This is the trading offices of NAFTA, North America Free Trade Agreement. Head office, the main offices of San Antonio Visitors Bureau. Over to my left is the Granada Home Senior Living Center. Now, when it opened up in the 20s, it was called the Plaza Hotel. It was a very upscale, high-class hotel today. Anybody stayed here, celebrities, politicians. And our next president even had his honeymoon here when he got married to the love of his life, nicknamed Lady Bird. You know what I'm talking about? Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ. We're now about to go through floodgate number 4. We have a total of 5 floodgates here in San Antonio. They all close up when we have excessive rain. How this one works, the gate rises. We need the water up like a drawbridge. We're about halfway, then the excess water flows over this gate. Now the excess water that flows over this gate takes a left turn behind us into the natural flow of the river. That's basically how the original flow of the river goes. Comes out this way and goes on that way. Anybody know how far the San Antonio River goes?
No.
How much you guys like to know?
Yes.
Alright. San Antonio River goes 131 miles south. Emptied out into the San Antonio Bay, which is in the Gulf of Mexico. So you can take this river all the way to the ocean if you wanted to. Just not with me. Now this won't get very far. This section, right in front of us, is our flood control canal. It is man-made. It does have a concrete bottom. It is also the deepest part of the river in the downtown area. So about 20 feet deep right here. So you do not want to fall in. Now the reason why I made the flood channel, the floodgate, was because of the floods of 1921, which rose over 8 feet above street level, killing over 50 people, and millions of dollars of damage to the downtown area. However, this was not their first option. City Council's first option was actually to pave over the river and make it into an underground sewer system. Yeah, that would have been fun. Take us towards the sewer San Antonio. Thank God they changed their minds. Over to my left, see these stairs coming up. Look at the top of the stairs, you'll see the San Fernando Cathedral. Here's the bells are tolling now. It's going to be real quick because the trees are grown, so it's hard to see the cathedral. So the oldest active cathedrals in the United States. If you haven't been there yet, go check it out.
What's it called again? What's that?
What's that? About 500 years, will be 300 years old. Now, a little while ago, I told you how far the river goes. Okay, so the river begins, it's not that far. I mean, you're pretty much at the beginning of the river right now. That's why it's so narrow and so shallow. You go further south, the river does get a lot wider, a lot deeper, a lot rougher. Now, the origin of the river is only about 4 miles north, down that way. What feeds the river is the Edwards Underground Aquifer Spring. So the river is spring-fed. Now, we'll do a right turn when you go back on the natural flow of the river. We're also going to go underneath floodgate number 3. This gate right here jumps straight down, weighing about 3 tons, completely blocking this section of the river. They test this gate every day around 6:10 p.m. Give me take a minute or two. What? What's the matter? I don't got to watch. Don't worry. This gate came down, I would have jumped off and I would have been okay. I would have been fine. The captain does not go down the ship, alright? Matter of fact, if you look back here and I'm not here, tour's over. Get off the boat. Alright? Coming up on the right, over to my right. You can see an actual tree growing out of a wall. Okay, you don't see that every day, right? The actual tree growing out of a wall. Due to the floods of 1921, that tree is before the upstream. All we're going to hear in a bed of that wall. We now call that our little tree house. It is still alive and it is still growing. It's over 90 years.
Wow.
And over to my left, right over here on my left, is the Jury and Suites Hotel. Hotel opened up in 1999. Building opened up in 1921 as a city public service building. Later becoming the petroleum building in the 50s. Then his hotel used to be there.
Let me take a picture of you, baby.
And coming up on the right, over to the right, past trees, is the Aztec Theater.
Oh.
Now, theater opened up in 1926 to show old black and white silent movies here. It's in an old Wurlitzer piano organ. Has been sort of remodeled. Now called the San Antonio Country Road. And they're only open for bookings of private parties though. And also, coming to the right, this hotel here is called the McCoy Hotel and Spa. The building actually opened up in 1901 as the Frank Saddlery Company. The second side of his business, make saddles for Pancho Villa, Teddy Roosevelt, his Rough Riders, as a contractor in World War I to saddle the horses for Great Britain, France, Canada, and the United States. Now over to my left, right here to my left, is La Mansión del Rio Hotel. The mansion on the river. This building opened up in 1853 as a St. Mary's School for Boys. And then it became St. Mary's University and Law School. Eventually, outgrowing this facility, moved to a bigger one in San Antonio West Side. Two former students came back, bought the building in 1966, and turned it into La Mansión Hotel. Now the 1968 World Fair. If y'all want to see to the really, get the cameras ready. There's that pass the bridge, and it's all the way to the left, straight to the left. It's an optical illusion of a freestanding wall. So hopefully this angle is like one flat wall. All the way up. And you know, that is the Nix Hospital. It opened up in 1930. It was the first central air-conditioned hospital in the United States. It is still an active hospital. Famous actress was born there. Her name was Carol Burnett. It's the only hospital in the world that has a bar and grill in the basement. We call that the recovery room. How's everybody doing? Good? All right.
There's the Hard Rock.
And straight ahead is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Now at the bottom of the hotel are these doors with the shops to Paseo de Alamo. The shops, the passage, the Alamo. You go straight to those doors, follow these streams, and come to these waterfalls. Upstairs, you're right in front of the Alamo. Real easy, real simple, just right there. And if you look to the right, you see this brick building with the Art Deco on top. That's called the Casino Club building. That opened up in 1927 as a German social club. It was later restored and remodeled into an apartment building. There's still apartments, people still do live there. As a matter of fact, the famous Arthur lived in those apartments. His name was Alex Haley. The Arthur Root, mother of your mom met. You're right here. And over to my left, right over here to my left, there's some of the original buildings dating back to the 1800s.
We need to find out why they catch Commerce Street, and we can keep straight on that Commerce and go back to the car.
Yeah, straight ahead, I'm about to go through the River Square, the original hot spot of Riverwalk. Find all kinds of foods here. You guys can wave anybody away there. Don't be shy. They love the way with the boobies running.
So, Commerce?
Yeah. Okay, let me get my food.
Yeah, that's Commerce. That's how we gotta go right there. That's no straight. That's running through our
coming on the right here, my right. This is the Clifford building. Now this is where Robert H.H. Huckman, the father of Riverwalk, had his office at. You can see his name on the balcony right to my right, R.H.H. Huckman Architect. He had his office right here in the river level. The building's been here since 1893. Remember I told you earlier, he's the man who's in the Riverwalk? What I didn't tell you is the Riverwalk opened up in 1941. So it's been here for 71 years, the Riverwalk. But the first restaurant, they opened up 5 years later. That first restaurant is one on the right. So the Casa Rio restaurant, it was the first, since down in the Riverwalk ends, down in the boat, in 1946. Now if you look straight ahead, see that hotel, that building in front of us? That is the Hilton Palacio del Rio, the Palace of the River. That building, that hotel, is in the Guinness Book of World Records as one of the fastest buildings built for its time. It only took 202 working days. That's it. That is it. And remember they did it so fast, well, while they're putting the frame in the first 4 floors of that building, 8 miles south of San Antonio, they're building the room, prefabricated them. They loaded those rooms on flatbed trucks, brought them on down here, hoisted them up on big cranes, and stacked them up like Lego blocks. So if you ever stay there, be very, very careful. No horses jumping around. Stay put. Now, in case you noticed in the left turn, we just left the natural flow river, and we've come into the man-made extension. Now, this man-made extension was made for a thoroughfare to reach the Henry V. Gonzalez Rec Center from the Riverwalk to the 1968 World Fair. Now, have you never heard of Henry V. Gonzalez? Yep. He was actually the first Mexican-American to be elected into the United States House of Representatives. Back in 1961, in that position all the way 1998. Now, as I said, this extension is man-made. Therefore, it has a concrete bottom. It's also just a little bit deeper in here than it is in the natural flow river. It's a little bit, it's about 5 feet deep, 5 feet deep. Now, if you fall in, it's not that bad. It's like falling in a pool. Trust me, I know. Yeah, it's funny. It's a long story. A couple of margaritas can happen to anybody. Don't worry, I learned my lesson. I only drink 1 margarita before I come to work now. It's a 60 ouncer, but it's just one. It's all about secret. And coming up, you're going to look straight ahead. You can see that tall hotel in front of us. That is the Marriott River Center Hotel. Now, the Marriott opened up in 1988, but there used to be another hotel there called the Fairmont Hotel, which opened up in 1905. Now, the Fairmont was considered a historical landmark. The Marriott could not tear it down. They could not build around it. They could not build over it. And they could not build into it. So that left with just one other option, and that was to move it. Now, how they moved it is actually in the Guinness Book of World Records as one of the largest structures moved on pneumatic tires. Basically, air-filled tires. They lifted this 3-story building up, put these beams underneath it, put the tires on the side of it, and rode it right on out of here. 6 blocks south, where it now stands the corner of South Alamo and Nueva Street. It's still there. It's still called the Fairmont Hotel. It took them 6 days to move 6 blocks, going at the rate of 0.00004 miles an hour. Talk about snow, huh? Stuck behind that driver. Now you're going to go to the right, you see this tower up there? That is the Tower of the Americas. Now the Tower of the Americas stands 750 feet tall, has 2 decks, an observation deck and a restaurant. The restaurant is 360-degree turn every hour, so city while you eat. That opened up the World Fair in 68. They just reopened a couple of years ago to remodel the inside of the top and of the bottom. So you haven't been up there in a while, you haven't been up there at all. So go check it out. If you're afraid of heights, dude, go. Not gonna like it. Hey, come on, you look up to the left, see that mosaic mural to the left? That mosaic mural is made by Juan O'Gorman in Nashville, Mexico. He calls it confluent civilization. Now, once I pass these trees on the left, look back to the left of the mosaic, you're going to see how it depicts different countries, civilizations. These they're bees, right?
Yeah, swarm of bees. Hurry, hurry.
What if they put toys? Oh, we have to come back through here.
No, we're trying another route.
How am I going to find another route?
Yeah.
How am I going to find another route? Yeah, exactly.
Bet.
Well, there ain't no other route here. I got to try to go back that way.
I knew them looked like
Somebody take care of them.
they won't let them know the swarm of bees over there.
Oh, somebody else gonna party. I know, baby. You been in the cherry? Yeah, because they're right. Yeah.
Let it land on me.
Let me move.
Do they land on break time?
That was Locust, man. End of days.
Yeah, they have that stuff like
Now we're going into the convention center lagoon. I was just putting on everything you see in front of us, and that bridge is underneath. It was all new. They added over 1 million square feet of space. Convention center, the largest, most resourceful convention centers in the United States.
The largest?
right over the river.
You said the largest?
That
Convention center? The largest?
One of the largest.
One of the largest.
So we gotta turn around and go right back through there?
We have to. How else would it go?
Yeah.
Whatever you do, do not swat at them. Like we did before. Okay, like you didn't see me swat. You didn't see me do nothing. Screw there. You swat, they will sting you. Let them be.
Let them be, okay.
Just let them go ahead and fight.
Go there as fast as I can, but no, not to disrupt them. Remember, do not swat them. You can duck if you want, just don't swat at them.
I've been one thing, they know somebody's son. Army attack. It ain't nothing fun. Find it.
I'm gonna need some jackets.
You better pray, baby. You better pray with your
I'm gonna let
first
it be. I'll be on it.
Yes, sir. You better pray, baby. You better pray. We can do it in Jesus' name. We take a start over the beach.
Get a duck, go get him. Get him,
Yeah,
baby.
go, baby.
Get them, baby.
Let's take off.
Are they still there?
No, I think
Are they still there? I don't think they're there.
which way?
I think they might have just passed us through.
Passing through?
Yeah.
No, there they are.
Oh, yeah.
There they are.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Right there.
Above you.
We had them on our balcony.
I know.
Oh, but it's already
Nest up there.
Well, that's because we went through there, yeah.
I never saw them.
Are you going to close it? Are you going to close it?
I never even saw them. Oh, really?
There was a big one.
Now, if you look to the right, I don't know if you saw that mosaic. I know it's in our sea, we're looking for the bees.
Yeah.
But that mosaic is called the Confluence of Civilization. Remember the World's Fair of 1968. Basically what it does, it depicts